All right. So yeah, we are back on another video on emotional discipline and patience. Our last drill on emotional discipline, we emphasized more on how to build a trading plan, how to have a trading system, how to work with your trading plan, and also how to create good trading protocols in order to what to get good wins. Now, in this particular video, I'll be enlightening everyone on what discipline actually means in trading and patience, because these are the two core components of holding yourself back in order to make good wins and also respond to the market as a trader. Now, we start with what is discipline. Now, discipline, in my own understanding, or I will say, it's simply maintaining orderliness in the sight of pressure. That's what discipline is. In a real sense, in every aspect of life, discipline refers to how you handle impulse actions, how you control. It refers to control of orderly actions. You understand that the regular mind we act on a what impulse. You understand? So it's all about responding to orderliness. Orderliness. I use the word orderliness because it emphasizes a lot. You understand? With regards to discipline. So it uses orderliness. You understand? Or say it's holding back to orderliness in the sight of pressure. Now we're talking about what are the causes of indiscipline. How do we respond to indiscipline? Now, indiscipline is simply reference to impulse. Now, the human mind is designed or is programmed to chase the dopamine. You understand? Wanting quick gratification of actions. You understand? That is how the human body responds. But in the field of trading or in the industry of trading, the regular body system doesn't work. Why? Because the control is not in your hands. You chase dopamine when the control is in your hands. But when the outcome is not in your hands, you don't have to. There are protocols you follow. You understand? So, indiscipline is simply the acting on impulse. The core foundation of indiscipline as a trader, I'm referencing to trading, is simply acting on an impulse. You understand? What are the impulse that you act on? We have revenge trading as an impulse action. We have over trading. These are the two major core reactions that a trader will respond to when something doesn't go their way. Remember what I said about control. You understand? A trader wants to be in control, which is not possible. Why? Because the financial market or the market is not designed in that aspect. You understand? You only follow something you recognize better than the rest of the market. So until you see those things you recognize, you don't chase. In as much as your desire wants you to chase, your impulse action wants you to chase, you need to have the control over that. That is the discipline. Being in control of your actions. Recognizing when you want to lose control. Knowing when you want to drift from your intentional actions to bad actions. That is what discipline truly means. And the two bad results that can result to indiscipline are overtrading and revenge trading. Now, revenge trading is an impulse you act on whenever you lose a money. You understand? How do we treat this? It's simple. Risk management and risk tolerance. Now, for you to revenge trade, it means that whatever you lost on that trade was not satisfactory to you. Or either you didn't plan to lose that money. Now, as a trader, you should know that losing is part of trading. Now, you don't have to come because of you know that losing is part of trading, you come to the market and you just take actions. No, you follow a plan. You follow rules. You understand? And those rules guide you in order to what? Make proper decisions. Now, in order for you not to revenge trade, you need to also understand that losses are part of trading. But you need to understand how to take the right losses. How do you know how to take the right losses? One, by understanding your risk tolerance. Two, by following a risk management plan. Now, when you understand that a risk management plan is part of your system and you lose money following your risk management plan, that is a good way to lose. A bad way to lose is when you avoid totally what you have defined as your risk management plan and you are going totally against it because you are trying to make more without following the principles of what you have analyzed. That's where you are not following, you're not losing the right way. And not losing the right way will result you into wanting to gain back what you have lost. And in order for you not to do that, you need to follow the plan. You understand? That's why I emphasize more on plan. When you have a plan, you follow that plan. Let your plan tell you how bad you are, and let your plan tell you how good you are becoming. You understand? That's what trading is all about. Trading is all about identifying the setup as the market gives it to you. Once the market gives that setup to you, you follow it. You understand? And you make money off what the market is giving to you. That is how you approach what? Discipline. You understand? That's how you approach discipline. You understand? So this is how we are what? We contain revenge trading. By what? Following a predefined plan and also understanding what your risk tolerance is, knowing what you can afford to lose. And when you have a loss, reflect on why you took that loss. If the loss is part of your trading plan or part of the market, because not all losses are your trading mistakes. Some losses are from the market outcomes. So it is fine if the trade you took is from the market outcomes. You just have to what? Plan, you understand, yourself and what? Come back stronger with your defined risk management plan. And that's how you contain revenge trading. How you contain over trading is having a period at which you can trade. I see most traders, they will analyze from morning till night. That is not trading. You're killing yourself. I spend nothing less than 1 hour 30 minutes scanning through the chart. You understand? When I scan through the chart, I see what I'm looking for. I wait. Waiting is the big part of what I am looking for. So once I see what I'm looking for, I wait and I execute on what I am looking for. Good or bad, I take it like that. As long as I'm what? Following my edge. That's what I do. So if you want to stop over trading, you have to have a period of time you trade. You have to understand your trading style. You have to understand the trading style you are implementing on every trade. Because most traders, they will take a trade and they don't even understand the style they are approaching the market with. Some of them, they will analyze from the 4 hours and they will be waiting to want to capitalize. They're waiting for like 1:7 RR, that the bias is not even coming from the 4 hours, which you know that 4 hours are intraday sessions. They are intraday time frames. So they won't last long. You understand? You'll be waiting. While you are waiting, you see price taking you out on a market that have moved in the way it's supposed to move. Are you with me? So it is important for you to know the period, the style you are trading before you even start implementing the analysis. Understand your trading style, understand the concept of your trading system, and also understand the time period you need to trade. That's why trading, they say, is the mastery of yourself. Mastery of yourself is knowing what you are supposed to do and when you are supposed to do them. That is what over trading. Now we're talking about patience. Now, patience is a big factor of trading, but I will define patience in my own understanding so that you will know what I mean. Now, patience simply means dealing with boredom in a positive action. Dealing with boredom in a positive action. This, referring to trading, is simply knowing how to wait. You don't chase the market. You allow the market to come to you. You allow the market to give you your setup. Once the market gives you your setup, you execute on what you are seeing, not what you think. which is also involves you understanding your trading system. Patience is all about waiting for market to confirm the validation of everything you need, not excluding, but everything you need to what execute on that trade. If you don't see everything you need, you are not executing on that trade, no matter how long you waited. So patience has a lot to play on you as a trader. You understand? You have to learn to what? Think clearly. You have to be calm. You have to wait patiently. You understand? You don't have to chase that dopamine of wanting to what? Impress, or wanting to do things to show off that you're making effort. Trading is all about being smart. It's not being intelligent, it's being smart. And being smart involves you following principles that are needed to be followed. When you try to be over intelligent with the market will pull you down. It's as simple as that. So patience involves waiting for the right moment, waiting for the A+ setup you have defined as your system. You understand? That's what patience is. So I think with this few points of mine, I have been able to pass a good and tangible information to across all traders, understanding how to approach the market in the right way. Thank you. I remain blessed.